A joke that I've probably made at least a couple of times, either on stream or in videos when I was in like voice with somebody, is that I probably have one of the longest blacklists on the entire server, but I'm also probably one of the most blacklisted people on the entire server. Uh, and if the fact that I'm on my second perma chat ban is any indication of that, uh, well, yeah, but I went through uh, on my stream the other day, and I kind of just turned on my infinite scroll wheel, and I kind of went down my entire blacklist, and it took like 9 infinite scrolls. We're still not at the bottom, by the way. It I think it froze because I think we were at the T's right there before the game loaded, and I couldn't see the rest of it. But yeah, that's just a funny joke that I thought about when I was just trying to think of some fucking bullshit to talk about while I was in the queue. And that was what I thought of. So here we go. And speaking of blacklisted people, I mean, yeah. There is an actual reason that I blacklist people, and it's nothing personal most of the time. What it is just like when I see people who are fucking trash at the game, onto the blacklist they go, and it's just a quick, easy way to scan your team for liabilities. And honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised. I don't see anything immediately alarming. I mean, no survivability expert is really stupid. Uh, but I think he is blacklisted, so that makes sense. Z44 at least has it. The gearing, uh, well, not what I would run on a gearing, but not the worst I've seen. It's really just these four. These points could have gone towards that, and maybe that, but it's still not the worst that I've seen today. I have seen some truly mind-boggling shit when I was playing earlier. I had a Montana that had like literally the entire top row of skills, and then like he had like these three right there, and then that one before I think someone told him that he doesn't have to take every single skill in a row. And then he had, of all things, he had a fucking secondary skill, and then he had like secondaries down there. It was fucking bad. And he was spec for secondary. Well, I say that like he had was spec for anything, but he had secondaries spec more than anything else for what little he actually had. But he spent the entire fucking game on the A line as a quote unquote secondary ship. But anyway, like, it's just been a fucking bad day, honestly. But whatever. We're going to hopefully get a somewhat better one here. Which means if you're watching this, then we did get our better one. Tashkent, Kunming, uh, and the fucking gearing. Well, not the gearing. The Shima died to the gearing, but the Shima also went over there. I don't think we're gonna be able to get any kind of shots on this, on any of these guys. There is an Awami walking down this direction, though, right there, which I don't want to launch torpedoes for, mainly because I don't have a solid target solution on him. I would like to have a more solid target before I dedicate a conga line of torpedoes, just because these daring torpedoes, I am not spec'd for torpedo reload, so I have 2 minutes of reload. So I do want to have relatively solid targets before I launch torpedoes. I say that while I launch blind torps into a smoke screen. But, yeah. At least the Hayate, we have a fairly solid idea of where it is. Because he was in A. Or at least was in A. I think he spotted those torpedoes and got the message. Isn't that right, Stewie? This is a Island Cockroach GK, by the way. Is that good? Let's see. Here's the big question. Am I gonna get detected here? Is he going... He's just going to sit there on the fucking island. We're not detected either, which is, you know, nice. Well, now we are. I think that's the Hayate regaining line of sight, which means he's probably heading out towards this way. Yep. And there's an Awami right there that I would like to not get shot by. And that was an annoying salvo, but it is what it is. Smoked up there to just immediately be able to go dark. I didn't want to just trade with a Hayate who was already in a kite-away position, and then he breaks line of sight, and then I'm spotted by an Awami still. Just might as well use the smoke. I have plenty of charges, 6 left, as a matter of fact, and that's before I proc Cunningham, which I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do based on how this is looking right there, but you never know. There's who's the fuck torps are those? Awami, I guess? Oh yeah, I think Awami is the weird ass one that was like originally advertised as like a brawling ship, and then it was given fucking 20-kilometer Shima torps for some fucking dented reason. Just wargaming things. Where's the Takahashi? We might have a pretty solid shot at some of these battleships. In particular, this main is looking like a very tempting target. Hello? Aim. Again, I'm just not going to, I'm not going to sit there and try and trade with a Hayate who's smoked up. Especially not when I'm about to leave my smoke and, well, I'm not really going to be able to farm this main in front of a Hayate. And our entire team is killing themselves on the opposite side, by the way. Like, unironically. Also, imagine there being a fucking Des Moines with radar. But, it's too late. The Hayate already fucking hauled ass because he has some semblance of brain power. And it's really unfortunate that our torpedo shot was knocked off by that island. I really wanted to try and get a better angle on that main, but I ended up waiting too long, which is unfortunate. The Gearing and Z44, of course, killed themselves. We do at least have a kite-away position Nevsky, who hopefully is going to be able to help on this side. Maybe burning down that Kronstadt or the main while I spot them would probably be a good place to start. Assuming that they have some semblance of brain power, which is by no means guaranteed, to be fair. Des Moines is probably not going to survive this. He is broadside to the Schlieffen, if the Schlieffen is going to be able to clear that. To be fair, we don't know if he is or not, but... this also has the potential to be a spicy target, although there is a lot of radar heading off in this direction, which I'm not sure I like. And there's also the fucking Tashkent walking over here. Which is also not what I wanted to see. Kunming is at least low. I'm just gonna put one set out at the Kronstadt. And with that Tashkent opening fire, we're just gonna smoke up here. We're gonna run the risk of eating a fucking Kronstadt or a Des Moines radar. But we're just gonna have, we really need to try and get some kills back right now. And yet, of course, there's the fucking Kronstadt radar. But that'll be okay. Maybe it's not, because there is a main, like, right there. There's Des Moines shells as well. And our Yamagiri killed himself. Feels Kronstadt Dispersion Man. Those obviously aren't going to do anything. This Des Moines, I don't think is really in a vulnerable position to anybody, unfortunately. As much as I really want one or both of these radar cruisers to go down, I think trying to focus out these radar cruisers is going to be our best play for right now. Yes, the main is closer, but the radar cruisers are just a substantially larger threat to myself, and really just frankly our chances of winning in general. And I could have sworn I loaded armor piercing for that, but whatever. There's a fire on him. Our smoke's gonna be fading soon, but I think we really want to try and get this Kronstadt killed. There we go. We do also know that this main DCP'd. No, he didn't. He's actually flooding. I would have thought he would have DCP'd that flood, but I guess not. I did put out one torpedo set for that Des Moines just in case he is going to push up around the island to try and get away from the Des Moines and Montana that are currently walking at his head, which is not a good position for him. Oh, never mind. Wasn't needed. A little bit of wasted torpedoes, but that's okay. Just gonna try and get a finish on this main before he can get his funny button off. Alright. So, we are kind of off in Narnia now, but we are faring okay for the time being. We are relying on a div that has a blacklisted person, which means these two are probably liabilities. But for right now, I mean, actually, our Shiki is pretty healthy for now, but he is in a pretty shit position. So, let's see. I think our play for right now is going to be just trying to walk at D. That's really the main thing. Or potentially what I'm expecting is this Hayate might be trying to cut across there, doing something cute and getting into A. That's also a possibility. Depending on what this Delaware spots with his planes, which, by the way, no carriers in the game, but we still have planes, which Wargaming and their fucking obsession with just having planes in every game all the fucking time. And how the fuck did the Shiki die that fast? I mean, I guess he just gamer turned in front of the fucking Schlieffen, I guess. But our Des Moines is about to sail out broadside to a fucking Iwami. And he's in, yeah, that makes sense. He's in the fucking blacklisted division. That makes perfect fucking sense. He's just going to sail out broadside to the Iwami, to the Schlieffen, And he's gonna fucking die. Because of course he would. Jesus Christ, these fucking players, man. And to, like, that Des Moines, like, honestly played alright up to that point. And then he just fucking killed himself on purpose. Like, there's absolutely no reason for him to have done what he just did other than he's actively trying to fucking kill himself. That is literally the only thing. So right now we have a Schlieffen that's probably going to be walking at A there. There's a full health Thunder in their spawn. That's just normal. Iwami is low though, so we do have that going for us. But our Montana does have 3 heals left, but he's also halved. Honestly, he really should. Yeah, okay, he's healing up now. Arnevsky still has 3 radars left. I'm not entirely hopeful of our Montana's chances. I really am curious as to where the fucking, as to where the Tashkent fucked off to. Honestly, I might just smoke up here and try and help my team farm out this Schlieffen. I think that's probably going to be our best play. If we're not going to clear the island, but that Schlieffen is going to push directly into us. I'm going to throw up our Hydro to protect both ourselves and our Delaware from potential Hayate torps if the Hayate decided to come this way. Schlieffen slowed down. Come on. Well, okay, never mind. Alright. Okay, there's Hayate torps right there. Actually, hold on. What are those? Those look like 2 sets of 5. So yeah, those are in fact Hayate torps. So, and yeah, there's the second set. Those are that's definitely the Hayate. So what I'm reckoning right now is that, yeah, the Hayate is pretty much about where the Schlieffen was. And he's about to have Nevsky problems. So I'm just gonna leave that guy to the Nevsky. He is not going to be a threat to A for a substantial amount of time between a Nevsky and a Delaware. There's the fucking Tashkent, who hasn't been spotted in like 10 years. Is he going to move? Is he going to shoot at me, or is he going to just like press W and do that? Huh? What? Okay. Whatever. Stewie, what do you think of that? Now, our Montana versus the Thunderer. Our Delaware doesn't have any heals left. And he DCP'd that 1 fire, although to be fair, there's not really much left in the way of a threat to him. And our Nevsky is being spotted, which means that Hayate's either over here kiting away, or he's over here and he's trying to get a torpedo shot, possibly on the Delaware. Although the Delaware is currently not spotted, so I am leaning that the Hayate is probably more likely over on the 1 line, just based off of that. But it's really not going to matter, because, I mean, our Montana might die. That might give us a time extension, but even if he doesn't, we'll be alright, because we're going to win the game in a minute anyway. It would take a pretty substantial effort to throw this. And there goes Hayate torps. I reckon that Hayate's probably that Hayate's really fucked off. Yeah, Hot is actually reversing. Hello? Hello? What the fuck? Bounces? Hello? Okay, I'm trash is I think what we learned today, but whatever. Stewie, what do you have to say about that? Not a horrible game. Montana, honestly, for as much as I was talking shit, did do decently. And the Delaware, for as much as I was talking shit about Plains, he also did decent. But, I mean, yeah. The Des Moines, who just straight up killed himself on purpose, still placed higher than the fucking Gearing in Z44. So that's the quality of players that we're dealing with right now. And then, honestly, we honestly almost threw that, but we didn't. So we take those. You got to feel for the Schlieffen a little bit. 1,400 on a loss is a bit rough, but at the same time, he is a Schlieffen, so he doesn't deserve pity. But yeah, actually, hold on. Let's do a little bit of animal research, shall we? 46%er. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, another 46%er. That makes sense. That. Well, okay, actually, that does make sense. Tell me that you're trash at the game. Well, not really. Tell me that your stats are deceptive without telling me that your stats are deceptive. I mean, yeah. This man was in a fucking tier 9, by the way. But on this Des Moines that killed himself, what the fuck is he? What the fuck, man? No, honestly, that's not even the worst that I've seen today. Like, I saw a fucking Xin Yang that had a 37% win rate and had 1,700 games in a fucking Xin Yang. Like, literally, arguably the worst tier 8 destroyer. And he had fucking 1,700 games. And to top it off, he had a 36% win rate in those 1,700 games, and he had like another one of those absolutely fucking asinine builds where first of all he had radar mod with a smoke Xin Yang. He had AA in slot 3 or slot 4. I don't remember which one it was in, but he had AA in that slot. He had no concealment. He had fucking steering gears in slot 5, and he also had one of those captains where like he was mastering every single skill of the line before he moved on to the next tier, because I guess he was fucking stupid enough to think that you have to do that, but whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and rant and bitch about it too much. We're just gonna throw him onto the blacklist as well. And also, we're just gonna throw... honestly, that's not as bad. Damn! I got fucking outscored by a shitter, huh? I guess I'm the shitter based on some of the aim that we've seen today. So that makes sense, but whatever. That does explain why he's on the blacklist, though. But anyway, I guess everyone... Well, I don't want to say he got lucky, but at the same time, if you're a fucking 41%er after that many games, most of... Like, pretty much more than 90% of your good games are going to be straight up through luck than judgment. But anyway, I guess him dev striking that Des Moines is really what did it, but whatever. I'm not going to go on about that. I'm done. I will see you, not tomorrow because tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll see you on Thursday.